for 3 down to the 16-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, like, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Watch him now,
He has
Barney,
elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. Stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Fields. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Blitz, 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 blitz.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to throw. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They go back to the ground with Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete.
Hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a handoff to Davis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Fields underneath to Davis. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well for the whole confidence.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it from a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On first down. Scott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Barney.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down now. Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got Gun!
They'll run on first down. Scott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Lucky 56. Check.
On first down, Scott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this drive.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On third down, that's Scott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Gun!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills are in for 6. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no doubt he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Fields. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll set up to throw. Running back, he's got him complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play
now,
with.
Barney.
On 2nd down, Scott. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. shot before break. Fields eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Fields. A dump off for Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw on third down. Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, Fields, buying time to his left, and avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Fields. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out the game plan.
For Kidder here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From zone now. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Fields. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. He'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. Fields fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
Scott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Detroit! Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On 2nd down, Scott. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now,
Watch
1st and 10.
Barney. Check. 26 Mike.
On 1st down, Scott looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run on first down. Scott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Space inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt in a big way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance, and then you have what you need.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete right away. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run from the situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. least it does get them to 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
Right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Set!
To throw again. Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's great. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Check.
The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. They'll run on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Gun! Four down. Alert.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. But he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing on first down. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
4 down, check.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, the field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. There we go again with Scott. Dances by him. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On first down, Scott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they take a knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try the left side. Scott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL.